Oh, wow. I'm going to listen to some music. What should I listen to? Oh my gosh, so many options. Wow, there's just so much to choose from. You know what? No, no. Let's watch a movie. Well, maybe we can watch Doctor Strange. Oh, no, I don't want to watch that movie. What else could we watch? Maybe Karate Kid. No, I don't have a Mr. Miyagi at home. Let's see. Oh, let me put this. Let's see. Ooh, the Back to the Future trilogy. Nah, I don't really feel it right now. You know what? Wait, I've got an idea. It's Pikachu. I am doing something a little bit different because I want to talk about something that's very important to the world we live in right now. And that is this question. Do you own anything? Do you really own anything that you have? Because the companies right now are deciding maybe you shouldn't own everything that you have right now, and doing things that maybe like seem to be wonderful but really aren't, because they can just take away everything you have, or everything that you want, because they make money, they merge, they invest, they take time to do things that maybe would be beneficial to making as much money as they can, because apparently that's where we are in the world. The first thing I want to talk about is streaming services and the start of why companies really wanted to pinpoint you can't watch these movies unless you pay for them. Obviously, that's something that you should do. Pirating, not my business, but I'm not gonna say don't do it, because heavy corporations, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say too much, so I don't get killed if this video were to be like bigger. And if I'm gonna say a little bit to be like wink, wink, audible wink, wink. One thing that really surprised me was when I was going through streaming services, because I have a few. Obviously, everybody does now. One thing I have is Netflix. And I was like, Netflix, like, I don't pay for it because I have T-Mobile, and T-Mobile gives you free Netflix, which is like, that's another thing that we'll talk about. But like offers on offers on offers is something that a lot of companies are doing now all of a sudden. And I looked at Netflix pricing, and for standard with ads, they have a high definition tab. Standard with ads is $7.99 a month. Okay, I guess, you get a lot of movies move around, so, you get what you pay for. Standard without ads, $17.99 a month. A $10 buffer for no ads? You're joking, right? You're joking. And premium, whatever that entails. Oh, premium is 4K Ultra HD streaming and allows up to 4 concurrent devices. Maybe you got a family of 80. I know a couple people in this small town of mine have 50 billion children. I don't have 50 billion children. But I also don't want to pay a streaming service to watch a bunch of ads. If I wanted to do that, I would just watch YouTube for free. So, premium is $24.99. You're telling me I'm paying the same amount of money as it costs for me and Jesse to eat Culver's? The same amount of money? I can get 2 Subway sandwiches for cheaper than that. I can get a whole Arby's dinner for cheaper than that. I can get 2 cups of pretzels from Auntie Anne's cheaper than that. I could go to the Mall of America and get 2 pounds of M&Ms for cheaper than that. And you're telling me all I get is premium 4K Ultra HD? I don't mean to complain. I know. Everybody, you bought the movies. Like, you pay for 4K Ultra HD. That's not the point. The point is that people are paying $25 a month. Let's do the math. Let's do the math on that because I want to know. Disclaimer. I get it. Okay? There's probably not a lot of people paying for that much premium, that many screens. But I'm just saying it's still an option to do that. $300 a year. You guessed it. Bang, 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 bang. $300 a year. To not have ads and watch it in 4K? You do not need to watch Caddyshack in 4K. You don't need to watch Pokemon in 4K. There's nothing for you in 4K that you need to see. Like, Back to the Future, it's an old movie. I'm not gonna watch it on 4K Ultra HD. Because if I did that, it would ruin... That's like if I watched a movie from the 60s and 4K Ultra HD and then was like, oh, I can see the strings that are making Peter Pan fly. No freaking duh, you see the strings that make Peter Pan fly. It's because it wasn't made for that video quality. It wasn't made for 4K. And you can see their pores on the screen. You can see the rain falling. You can see that anyways. It's like when the Nintendo Switch put out the OLED. A bigger screen? Okay. A higher definition? I really don't, for $50 more. And people were buying it. I don't get it because there's this need to see everything real. See everything in ultra maximum definition right in your eyes, blow it up. Like, I get it because when 3D came out, whoa, that's cool. Blu-ray, whoa, that's cool. It's a higher definition than DVD. But 4K is like, we're pushing the line at wanting to see something so real in front of our eyes. Because that's why VR was made. That's why virtual reality is such a thing, is because everybody wants to be in it. And not everyone can imagine just being in it and being absorbed in the movie. Another streaming service is Paramount Plus. I'm looking at this. Every single one, you'll notice a theme. If you don't want ads, you gotta pay more. And originally when these services come out, they didn't have ads. Netflix was a big contender. Netflix was like, oh my gosh, I can watch Over the Hedge 2008 on my freaking Wii. Oh my gosh, I can watch Shrek 2 on the Wii. This is amazing. This is amazing. And now it's, oh my god, I can watch Tall Girl. Oh my god, I can watch The Kissing Booth 3. No, there's no need for it. Paramount Plus Essential is $7.99 a month. Boom. There, you got your competitor with Netflix. $12.99 a month. With Showtime. That is another thing that I don't get. Every single company can't make a streaming service, so they're merging together. They're becoming one being. I try to look at Hulu. Just Hulu. I sign into Hulu, my Disney shows up. Disney, I get it, okay? Again, I'm going to say that a lot. I guess I get it. Because I want to understand that when you are a company and you build yourself on being the greatest, being the definition of the future, you want to be like Disney and be like pushing the boundaries on things. Yet, now we're hitting a roadblock. You push so many boundaries, what else is there to push? Are you going to film a movie in space? Or break the space-time continuum at the same time? I don't think so. You're going to merge with Hulu. So I go on to Disney and Hulu. $10.99 a month. I've got Disney, Hulu, ESPN. Don't pay for it again. Because I can't remember. Oh, because they had this year, like, for a year, $2.99 with ads. I don't even know if there is an ad-free plan, because Disney, Hulu, and ESPN Plus are $16.99. Let's see. Okay. Whoa. We got premium. We got premium, baby. Disney and Hulu premium, $19.99 a month. Disney and Hulu and ESPN, $26.99 a month. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the big buster. HBO Max. I mean Max, Hulu, and Disney. Yeah. Max just couldn't hold on. So now Max, I didn't even know, was merged with Disney and Hulu. And now is also $16.99 a month. And if you don't want ads, $29.99 a month. Can you believe that? Can you believe people are paying $30 a month? $30 a month. You can buy cat food. You can buy cat litter. You can buy yourself food. You can buy freaking 6 things of eggs right now at Target for $29.99 a month. You can get whatever that is in math. 6 cartons of eggs for freaking, you know what I mean? For $30. It is insane. It is just blasphemy that you would believe you need to pay that much. I don't understand how you can go on living knowing, oops, $30 there. Again, I would like to preface, not everybody is paying $30 a month, but it's still an option. $29.99 a month. How many candles can you buy with that? You can buy a Lego set from the new wave of Lego sets coming out August 1st. Not a promo. You can get literally so much stuff a month. Whatever 30 times 12 is, put it on a screen. Put it on the screen right now. Like, that's what I don't get. And we'll talk more about music when we get to that point. Music is one of those things that I find very important to society. No matter what you listen to, no matter if it's bad, AJR, or if it's good, Fall Out Boy. If it's bad, Imagine Dragons. If it's good, Sabrina Carpenter. If it's bad, Benson Boone. If it's good, My Chemical Romance. There's a fine line in music where good and bad. Preference. I don't get the crazy people. You probably don't get me. But part of that all goes into owning music. The streaming platforms have such a grasp on the music market. You want streams, you want 1 billion listens, you want blah, you want all this stuff because it really molds you as an artist. Yet they don't make any money out of the streams. The corporation does. Music, I can take kind of a lower. I'm not crazy about it like I am about streaming services. Because you have to pay for leasing, you have to pay for licensing. I know you do for movies. I'm not dumb. But I feel like it's different when it's like you have to pay Warner Brothers. And you have to pay Fall Out Boy, Warner Brothers, or whatever music company that they own, Capitol Records. Like, you have to go through all of the levels, and pay everybody in every part of that group. And somehow they're doing it okay. Granted, it's still okay, I feel like streaming services, they merge, so it's crazier. But $10.99 a month for Spotify Premium, for YouTube Music Premium, sorry, is okay. I can see this is kind of a leveled base. Spotify, I feel like, is more expensive because, and we'll get to Spotify's pricing, but I feel like it's more expensive because they have other things that are fighting against them. But I don't know anybody over the age of 28 who doesn't use Spotify Premium. And we'll get into ages and premium versions of things because social media also plays a role in that, and I don't even. But $16.99 a month for a family plan, which is something new that the music things do, is they pay premium. You can pay for premium for a family individual or student, I feel like you get more bang for your buck for music than you do for movies and media. Spotify Premium. You can pay for Spotify Premium, and it's $11.99 a month. Pricier. Something they do have though is they have like that's the individual. So one premium account can cancel anytime. 15 hours of audiobooks. Something I don't get is why do you price the audiobooks differently? 15 hours a month? I get nobody, unless you're doing it for it, nobody really listens to audiobooks. Like, Student on here is also $5.99, and you get access to Hulu. So it's kind of cool, like, you get Hulu and you get, like, Spotify, so you can, like, watch stuff and listen to stuff. Students, I feel like, all of a sudden have, like, people care about them all of a sudden, which high school to college, people care a lot about college people more than high school and lower. You know what I mean? You can say you're a student, but you need your card and you need information. Duo is another premium plan, and that is $16.99 a month. You get 2 accounts, and that's not even the family one. The family one is $19.99 a month. You get 6 premium accounts. I'm not mad about it because, yes, Duo is only 2, and you get 5 for $16.99 a month. So YouTube is obviously like the better bargain. But 6? Who needs 6 Spotify accounts? You do not need a Spotify account for your kid. If your kid is ruining your Spotify Premium, like, if you get Baby Shark in your yearly recap, that's on you. You do not get to make your kid a Spotify. What is he listening to on Spotify? What is your child listening to? Is your baby listening to Kendrick Lamar on Spotify? If I go to your house and you show me your baby's Spotify year and it has Kendrick on it, or it has, what's another crazy one? Blink-182, you gotta be, either your baby falls asleep to that or you're just using it. Access to Spotify Kids. What do you mean there's a subsidiary to Spotify? I get Netflix Kids, okay? You don't want your kid watching like Bridgerton or Parasite or something like that. Some critically acclaimed show or movie that has blood or sex or craziness, you know? But, like, Spotify Kids? What music on Spotify is there for kids? Except for, like, nursery rhymes and, like, show themes. You know what I mean? Pandora Plus. Only my mom uses Pandora. I used Pandora in middle school. Only my mom uses Pandora. They made this just for her. $4.99 a month. That's like the best deal. That's like peak. Yes. That's like peak. Like, Spotify should be doing $4.99 a month. For a student, your best bet is YouTube. For some reason, YouTube Music is like really good on pricing, but it doesn't have a grasp. Like, if you tell someone you have YouTube Music, because I used to have it by accident. I used to have it. If you tell someone you have YouTube Music, you will get punched and thrown to the moon. You will get kicked all the way to the moon, all the way. The biggest reason I wanted to make this video, the biggest draw to me, was video games. I am a gamer. I love video games. And one thing I can't stand about it is online. You have to pay to be online. You pay for your Wi-Fi. Fuck you. You have to pay for premium. You have to pay for PlayStation Plus. You have to pay for Xbox, whatever it is. You have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online. A big thing that these companies do is those online features where Nintendo, boom, let's say it. Nintendo, you get online play, maximum Nintendo accounts, whatever else. You get all this junk, right? $20 a year. $20 a year. Okay. $50 a year, you get extra stuff, right? But you're still paying to play online. You're still paying to play old Nintendo games. You're paying not to own it. You're paying a subscription to rent games. You don't own the games. And with Nintendo doing what they're doing with the Switch 2, where you take the cartridge, you buy it in real life for $90, you put it in your Switch, it allows access to the game. You don't own it. How many times am I going to say that in this video? You don't own it. I have bought a couple of Switch games. I own them. Physical copies. If they change it up for the Switch 2, you won't have... There's no purpose anymore. You buy a digital copy, and then they say, you want to play Tomodachi Life 2? You buy it, and then they're like, oh, you're not going to play Tomodachi Life 2. What are you going to do then? You're out $80, and they say, we hate you. PlayStation Plus, another big thing, essential. 1 month, you get free games, right? You're paying for premium, you get free games. But you're paying to play online. You pay your Wi-Fi router. Why do you have to pay to play online? You get exclusive discounts, a huge thing with PS4 and other games. You download the data when you put the disc in to play the game. So if you don't have the disc, you can't play the game, but it's taking up space because your save data is on there. It knows you have the game. But if you don't have the game, you can't put it in. But what happens if they switch it up? Nintendo Switch. They switch it up and they just go the extra mile where it allows you to play the game. It's so stupid to me that you're being allowed to do something, allowed to play the game. I bought the thing. I should have ownership over it. If I ruin it, it should be on me. If you get rid of it, it should be on you. Every single thing has a dang subscription. You have to subscribe to have storage on an iPhone. You don't own it. I have the phone. I own the phone. I own the MacBook. I own the PlayStation. I own the games. Eventually, I'm just not gonna own anything. What happened to buying something and feeling good and it's in your hand? But you're not gonna want to pay a subscription to get food just for you to, miss your subscription and they take it from you. Or you do pay and the food is really bad. You can't do what you want with the games if you don't own them. You can't share the games. You can't play the games every single time. You need online access to play games now. And something that just makes me mad is you have access to everything in the world. You can buy everything in the world. But if you pay a subscription, you can have temporary access to everything in the world. We live in a digital age where everything that you want to have is at your disposal, at your fingertips. I can watch Speed Racer on Google Movies because I bought it, but I don't own it. Because every single one of these things, your terms of service that you sign up for, they can just get rid of it. What is the point of buying anything if you can't have it? Okay, the last thing I've got is social media. This video has turned into why does everything need a premium service? Why does everything need a premium service? I'll get back to not owning things after I have my tangent about this. Snapchat Plus is a premium version that's $3.99 a month or $30 a year. Who, besides middle schoolers, is using Snapchat Plus? You get to replay snaps again. Just replay it once and screenshot it. exclusive experimental and pre-release features, and customizing your chat wallpaper. You don't need it. You don't need to customize everything. Not everything needs glamour. Not everything needs flash. You're just using it to snap people. I would like to say this is a little bit contradictory, just because I do customize a lot of stuff. Guilty as charged. And if you were a grown person, you would just text them. You know what I mean? Snapping is for like fun. But in that case, just like I use it for group chats, which is easy. But like if you're snapping, you don't need Snapchat Premium. You don't need it. You don't need it, bro. What do you need Twitter Premium for? I'm not calling it by its other name because X.com does not sound right. Twitter Premium and Premium Plus, $3 a month or $32 a year. But Premium starts at $8 a month or $84 a year. And Premium Plus is $16 a month or $128 a year. However, X Help Center, that's the blue link, I'm not naming it by its name, recently increased the price of Premium Plus to $22 a month. Twitter, it was and is a place for cesspool creatures and fandoms to come together as one and talk about random crap. The things that people spend money on that are like boom out the gate. Granted, I can't say much because this is an obsession. But it comes to a point where you're paying for nothing. You're paying for nothing. What can you tell me that is beneficial to you in society when you buy Snapchat Plus? Meta verified. You don't need to be verified on Facebook. Get you and your grandma and your grandma's dog off of here. For creators, again, before I freak out, who besides Troom Troom and 5 Minute Crafts is a creator on Facebook? Instagram, that's like where a lot of people are, but $14.99. But if you subscribe to the app and on desktop, it's $11.99. The premium features can't be that good for social media to have a plus feature. If I slam this down, more stuff's gonna fall. A plus feature. I just don't get it. I don't get what businesses, for businesses, prices range from $21.99 to $499.99 per month. $500. You're paying $500 for your business to have Instagram and Facebook Plus? You're joking. You're joking. This is the biggest outrage, depending on the plan and whether you're subscribing for one or both platforms. Oh my God. You get WhatsApp Business. Who is using WhatsApp? Oh yes. Let me text you on Google Hangouts. Let me use Webtoon to communicate with you. For $500, you can have me talk to you about nothing for like however long. This is blasphemy. This is blasphemy. The research that you have to do to find out that people are paying $500 for premium Facebook is insane to me. This is why I admire artists, is because if there's not something already out there, then make it. Make what you want. Do what you want. And you can own it that way. And with subscriptions and premium services and everything that comes with buying and selling and owning and renting, it starts to become a headache. And I just want to have the thing that I have and own the thing that I have. And I don't want to have to pay somebody through somebody who owns something, who owns somebody who is paying some intern to keep it on the freaking site. My final thoughts are if you love something, if you are passionate about something, don't let someone take it from you. Spend time, spend money on it. And if you really like it, then have it. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. There's nothing stopping you from not doing it. And this is just my opinion. This is something that I have and I love. I love Fall Out Boy. I put the time and effort to owning Fall Out Boy. All my friends have CDs. All my friends have vinyls. And it's because we love the artist and we want to own something that's theirs that can then be ours. That is why physical media is so important. Because the artist wants to share something with you, but wants you to have something of theirs, to own something of theirs, because then their legacy lives on and you continue to love that person and that artist or that thing or that brand or whatever, because at the end of the day, everybody loves something or someone, and if you love it, you're going to chase after it. You're going to want it. That's why I have almost every freaking CD, because that's just who I am. It doesn't have to be who you are. But me and a couple of my friends are just really passionate about owning things. And I guess you just do whatever you want. It's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me, but you could live like a king. Live like someone who owns stuff. Sometimes you just gotta let love live.